What is good, ladies and gents? This is day 169 backtesting until I am profitable and I will make it manifestation. Let me plug in my mouse. Right, so let's get started. I'm gonna be doing this impression model. We're so far with it. Hopefully we can finish it soon and see how good 2024 could have went if we had traded using the version model. But that's not the purpose. The purpose is to learn how to use the model more effectively and how to read price, like training my eyes every day to look at good price action. So let's just get started. All right, we're at 9:15. Let's go to the daily time frame. Right, this looks bullish. I think it's gonna continue higher. Like, I don't see any reason to go higher or lower, but like the bullish doesn't have way too much like information is giving to us. 4 hour. Well, I like to see retracements. Those are the ones that show me that I can enter in a trade. Right now here, what do I see? Here we got retracement and we start expanding higher. Now we have another 1 hour fair value gap that I think price could reject, or this one, but I think this one is the closest. We can break it, it's okay, but just making it for the sake of having it close. So the closest sell side now, the problem is that it's here. So this buy side here, there's sell side equal lows, and on the 15 there's pretty much nothing. So 1 hour, I'm going for this. Like, I'd like to see this more. Doesn't mean that if I see this I'm not gonna take the trade, but I'd like to see them more now on 5 minute. So just some short term, like minor sell side liquidity. All right, and let's see what happens at the 1 minute. Actually, this is the PSL, this is the SSL. All right, open heads directly to the sell side. Now we're having an SMT as of now. Go down to the 1 minute. I have run this slow, but I have an SMT with that. I'd like to see it get run. Right now it has been run. Let's see if we reverse, as I think we could. All right, we're now reversing. Oh, looks like we're dropping heavily. Check the 4 hour. We're about to reverse something there. If this thing closes like this, then we flip bearish. With the 115, you can see that we've already started dropping with the daily. Things looking crazy. 4 hour. We'll run a low 1 hour. So I think I'm just gonna trade the continuation to the downside because it's probably not gonna go this high. So continuation to the downside, short-term sell sides here, and 1 hour lows, relatively equal lows will be there. Go down to 15. Like to see if we get a retracement into something and get a sweep, because I wouldn't enter without a sweep or at least SMT. Alright, now we've inversed the gap. The 15. So what's this? Is it like a new day open gap? Alright, so we reversed the 15-minute fair value gap there. We can inverse this thing, then I can take a sell. Alright, so here, from here to here, this is 39, so it's 500 over 80. It's like 6 sell handles. I'm probably rejecting this 15 minute, then continuation to the downside. Check the 1 minute for the 2 hour to stop. This is the inversion here. So I think I'm gonna put it this up there. Now where would the take profit be? Like at 1 to 1.5, but when you go up on the 5, well, we can see that if we're rejecting that gap, then we have like lows to target, or no. Okay, this is where move to break even, but I'm targeting for these relatively close. So let's just play and see. Down to the 1 minute. The setup will get invalidated if we create another inversion inside there. Right, yet another inversion here created, so cells could be cooked. See, cells were cooked, but then price ends up offering a better opportunity. Look at this sweep here. Go to 15. Whoa, bro, look at this. Like, I wouldn't obviously like directly enter after seeing this loss, but if we zoom in, look at this sweep here. Right, the price puts in a internal sweep and SMT at this thing here, and here it forms an inversion. This is where like the inversion gets formed at this candle here. This is where I should have put my sell entry from here to here, but why did I take this one? Did we have a valid sweep? The moment to inverse this thing, I saw that this thing was like that invalid, and this will be 500 times 500 over 60, meaning like 8. Wait, 500 over 60, that's 8. If you sell 8, does the full take profit get hit? Like this low here, with my stop loss of this move to target relatively close. This will be the heaviest move of all time. Ends up reversing. Anyways, it's you can see it ends up hitting there. So this was the low hanging fruit. Okay, now this I don't know what to do here. Let me check the 4-hour. 4-hour retracing into a big gap, so this is extremely bearish in my eyes. This low here, and this internal low here as well. And if we go far as a large range day, that will be 1 hour. We are in this 15. Maybe we'll get like another manipulation something before like I think of any more trades. And we have relatively equal lows right here. If you can run this high, then drop lower would be the cleanest PA. Alright, SMT putting right at 930. I don't know why I feel like selling it now. After SMT sweep, like more create an inversion right here, but no, I'm just gonna let it move. Wait, because these are like highly volatile environments, so just be patient and wait. Okay, now you go up at the 15, run this high here. Looks like we're dropping. Now we've created an inversion right here. Now I like to sell it. My stop right there, 25, so that's one full handle. Relatively close first target, break even once we reach here. And I'd like to target like, what have I done, like I'd like to target like this low here. like to see it melt lower. Go to the 1 hour and see, is it looking good to melt? I think so. Crazy stuff, man. But this was all gonna break even. But yeah, it's okay. Can go up on the below. Let's zoom up this out and see. We had created, run this slow here, and this one, pretty close to this one. Okay, crazy move to the upside. Okay. Now, funny enough, price ends up like going back up. Just insane. So now I think we're bullish, but I'd like to be cautious. So we have this, and if I do something like this to pull the consequent encroachment, so that would be something to look for. By the way, ES is in the daily gap. Beautiful gap there. Buy side and more buy side. If you can run sell side, then I'll target this and this. The open rally is higher. So this is savage. We've run this high here, and now we're starting to drop. There hasn't been any kind of manipulation. There's no NFP this week. We'll just run this high. Okay, extremely bullish. Instead of it closing this gap, it closed like this exact line. Look at how it closed. The fact that there was like no liquidity run, that was discouraging me from taking a trade at all. After hitting this level here, previously didn't hit it. So consequent encroachment now. It's possible the price could like drop. I don't see any reasons except that consequent encroachment. But as of now, we have all-time highs here. Could rebalance to this 4 hour, but 1 hour. Let's see how it's looking like. We have a fair value gap here, so you never know what this 4 hour low will do. If market opens, retraces into a gap to the upside and puts in some manipulation, then I'll be looking for those lows, and this one here as well. So have some liquidity here at the upside, relatively equal highs. Alright, we hit the highs by a few ticks. Alright, now the manipulation is in. First these highs get run, then price starts dropping at 933 right there. If we get to the 5, okay, you see that will drop to that exact POI, like right at the open. Was this in a 70 valid? I'm not gonna buy this, that it's gonna be bullish. Just a retracement here. Alright, the high gets tagged in right there, so the only opportunity to sell was this here. But then the problem is that you would enter late. I mean, entering here with a stop right around there, targeting this high here, the 1.3R, very slow PA. Very slow day. Now the next day absolutely drops, and it targets daily lows, still in the daily. I think it's still bearish. Yes, it's pretty close to the lows on NQ. I think we could reverse this thing. If we don't, be submitting to that, but I think we could inverse it. I mean, then continue lower. Now the 1 hour. I don't have no manipulation here. Actually, I think we do. This, like this. Still manipulation. Let's see if I turn will present like manipulation. So we run this high. Like 8 handles, so I have an SMT 15-minute POI here, and I think we're probably gonna go lower and go to the 1 hour. Can target the hourly lows. I think first this will be the first target here, but I'd like to see it move lower and lower and lower. So will be the lowest hanging fruit, or even lower. Do we have like the I want to open the what's it called? Standard deviations Asia from Asia's movement. Okay, third closest to this TP. There's also the fourth. I like to make it like on 1.5 hour, but this I think I should close it out here if it happens to reach there. Okay, stopped out. It's a 3 consecutive head of a loss. So rejecting the 4-hour gap, and yes, also ends up advancing higher. And for the 15, there is nothing to make us go for buys or anything in that kind. See, we've run these highs, but I'm bearish, and looks like price isn't presenting anything bearish here. Yo, look at this thing here. If we remove this, if you don't like one-sided, open this right here and go to the 1 minute. Look at this SMT here, then inversion. So I'll enter at this candle, but I mean the going higher wasn't that strong, so we have like three consecutive losing days. Let's see if you can open it in the next. Let me open it here. New York AM. Okay, it's funny how we close here, run this slow. The price recovers. I don't see anything on the daily. 4 hour have dropped. We're facing into a gap. Right now we're having some context, but keep in mind we also have an SMT, so I'm framing it from both ways. Anything can happen, but I think daily looks more bearish. Check the 1 hour. Like, just because of this recovery, I think this is like some kind of pullback. Now we have some internal low. Those are like target. That will give me. That will be hassle free. Like to see if we form like a manipulation to the upside or some kind of SMT. Let's just wait and see. Alright, look at this SMT there, and directly at the open, price drops. No SMT or kind of that thing. But we've got retracements into fair value gaps. And to get any other liquidity around here, well, we're still forming SMTs. These are relatively equal highs. Go on the 5, we can see that okay, it's a 5-minute gap, but now that we've run this slow, it's suspicious. Let's see how it drops. About from an entry here. There's no inversion, man. How serious are you? How do you think we'll trade without an inversion? How's the 30-second here? Why am I about to enter the low time frame? It's because when you go up on the 15, we're rejecting the 15-minute POI here, and 5-minute looking really kind of bearish. So this will be the target here. I'd like to see like early form and like an expansion lower. 1 minute is showing nothing. Like there's nowhere where there's no place with like a reasonable inversion. Let's see, does it form one? The 3 minute, 5, 4, 3. Okay, it inverses it like by that line. Right here. I don't know why I seem confident enough to take this. I'm just gonna see it play. Okay. Worst times to trade. 31st May. Already ran all the sell side levels. Daily, as you can see now that we've run this low here. Yes, had run like millenniums, something, centuries ago. Now we've put in like this is just really good, expand higher, but I don't see any strong targets now on the daily. Okay, swing high. Now 1 hour, we had a good liquidity run. Just two consecutive liquidity runs. So it's a sweep, right? 15, I think we had some use up last time. Personal income stuff. It's like the same manipulation form inside of this 15-minute movement. 5, we're in this graph. 15. Yeah, looks like we're rejecting it. 1 minute. Well, there's no SMT, but there is this in a higher time frame preventing up. And we don't have any big things there, so I think I could take this buy. This candle stop in there. 37 times 2, that's 500 over 54. 9 point, it's almost close to 1. Sorry, 1, no, 10. That the highs being the target. Now break even once we break this high here. Wait, but ES has broken it. That's a lesson I have to learn. So we're having crazy sweep after sweep. So I guess the lesson here is that if ES takes out a POI, I mean a high, and it's from some kind of SMT, don't trust it. Now 1 hour, we're rejecting a 1 hour gap. We've created an inversion now. Let's see if there is any other opportunity presented to run towards this low. Nothing provided. If there could be like a 15-minute retracement. This would be like an easy 1-to-1 here. I'll catch it though. We gotta accept that this is a losing day. And then last day in that rejecting going high like this, we still contrasted. Could just reject this gap, but I think the bullish confluences are becoming more here. Burst for a gap. So now what happened right here? Whoa. This is the most annoying PA. Right now we also got this close 1 hour low hanging fruit. 15 minutes, there's literally nothing. 1 hour, nothing as well, except for just this. This is the closest gap. Really, this PA is trash as well, and nothing here. I'm just gonna wait for a sweep because this is too much lows here. I could look up on the 15 again for that. Price has run. What high is this? This one here. ES had done that like years ago. So remember, you're bullish. Now we're falling short of this low here. ES also fell short of it, but we'll have some kind of SMT to see a better manipulation though. Alright. And sweep from this to this, but entering based off of this version here, and this will be 500 over 60, giving us 8 handles. This will be the lowest hanging fruit, but keep in mind I have an SMT there, so yikes. So we even failed to break this high, forming an SMT, but I have a fairly gap there, so let's just trust it. It's going really slow here. Now if we check the 15, there's a wick there, and another stop up. Boom. 5 consecutive losses. The breaking below is slow there. So it really cooked me. It's 1140, we're in a gap, and I think we're gonna do it lower. I do this slow here. Oh. Bro, this was the most craziest session. How do you tell me that yesterday was Wednesday? Huh? I just moved to the next new game session, and then it moved me from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. How did it move these? All of this? Yeah, this is theft. I was on Monday, dude. Let's go to the new game session. What happened here? Thursday, 6th June. Now what's this? I think this is like a same probably to high. Okay. Now in the gap. Run these levels here for a while. You see it draw lower. Well, the 1 hour favorite lock was removed, but got 15, you can see it's looking pretty solid. We reverse the gap. I'm gonna short that. Alright, so crazy losing session, like straight losses back to back. Let's check the May stats. May we made 1.3k. For June we're down 528. Crazy. So let's take one more trading day. Look at the daily. We're still in this dump range. I think we could go higher because of the gap. We're still in the gap. 1 hour. Sorry, 1 hour. 1 hour. Well, we've run this low here. And we're in a fairly gap, so I think we could deliver higher to here or here. And it's also possible that we can drop as a whole one. You can see that we have a fair value gap here, but we have a daily fair value gap supporting price, so that's the stronger one, and this gap here supporting price, except if we reject this one here. So we have some term goals, short term, this short term, minor, yeah, minor is the best term. So I'd like to see a run lower, then look for some buys. Oh, open. Market drops on ES and Q is not dropping at all. Go up on the 5. Go to the 1 hour. First 1 hour. There's the 1 hour gap there. Look at this heavy drop at 9:48. Just like a retracement higher. Now when we check here, we see we run this low, not this one though, not this one as well, but remember we're the daily. Now if we have this SMT and the sweep down, we check the 1 hour, well, we still managed to close inside the gap, and this is a new candle open, so I should have managed to take a trade here at least. You can see shift retest, like right here is where my trade should be situated, even though the problem that we have the problem is that we have this 5-minute thing. Sorry, what have I done? I've moved it to June. Oh, come on. Let's move back to the 3rd or the 4th. Where were we? Is it this? No, it's not here. Back to, I think it was this day that we were looking at. Go to the 1 hour. Is it this one? Yeah, I was looking here, like looking for this to happen, but then price ends up pushing to that gap above, then drops, then starts to form signs of going higher, where like this high didn't succeed, but at this one ended up creating this inversion, which was skeptical because it would just like start dropping already. is 40 handles, but if we use 15 and target this one our high and even higher, like there, this will be 1 to 2. That's how much? 500 over 38 times 2. That's 6.5. Pretty close to putting in a break even here. Way to entice it to this high though. 15. Well, this high and this one. But yes, it's really moving slow, which is freaking me out. And full take profit gets here right there, high here, and we will probably continue this high. And look at how price drops to pulls up to TP real quick. And here I think there's another entry. Another gap, so no entry. Like we can't see anywhere like any version we can put in, so low probability for me. Except that now it retraces back into where the gap runs lows. So here could be another entry, and you wait for the all-time highs maybe. Chapter 15. Okay, how will this candle close? We've run this low here now. We're further than ES. Alright, how's the 15 now? Okay, it's so close to lunch hour. I'm gonna take this. You can see how it goes higher. Ends up not trading this whole week. Don't trade it this one. Look at how rare the setups were. 2 trades for the whole month. I think it's because we're getting close to summer. And like that exact Tuesday, price ends up going higher. Like afternoon session, Wednesday consolidation, and at 8:30 fly. Now we've got sell side here. Now go to the 1 hour. Once we pass by the 4 hour, there is sell side here. 1 hour. I think probably still gonna continue higher. But I'd like to enter on any kind of retracement that price would form, such as running this slow here. Oh come on, why did I just play it? Like sweep, shift, retest of the gap. But there's no inversion here, so I'm not gonna take this bet. I think it's gonna go higher this one. Like look at this delivery, man. Look at this delivery. Partial here, then let everything else run. And look at how we have the NSMT, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 36 you enter. Right here, look at this SMT. This is so beautiful. Why isn't there like any SMT here that will make us enter one? I mean, inversion. here, yes, and NQ. I think you can stop for 1 to 1. This one, so buying 10 of them. Stop price right there. Take profit right there. You're not serious. How is this possible? Was there no sweep though? Like, the sweep was there, just not the SMT. And doesn't it take profit? Why? It has already moved too much. So it has already moved too much. The chances are low. Cannot expect anything. So June, break even. Now we've run this high here, but not this high here. Some kind of SMT. Anyways, check the 1 hour. It looks like we're setting for some kind of retracement, but where to? This looks like a cool drop to this 4 hour gap. 15, like to see an entry for like a drop entry. I don't know what happened at the open. That's the 10. Sorry, did I just buy it? No. Let's take the 4 hour sell side. Seriously, NQ? 2 sweeps. Did you break this low here? Alright, boy. Pretty close to take profit. And take profit gets hit. And look at how much money that we will continue dancing around with. Now that we're in the 4 hour gap, I just like to see it like dance around, because I'm not sure of where the market is planning to go, except if it retraces into this gap. That's where a potential sell entry would form. You can see, like, after hitting that gap and running liquidity, it starts to drop even though it's in launch, and target gets hit. Boom, right there. So this is crazy how June was like kind of a flat month. So I think June, you should be cautious with how we trade it. Now the next day opens up kind of bearish. I think it could take out this lower here, but the problem is that we have an SMT there, and then we face that problem of having 2 frames again. But I think here the relatively close rule, and here's why. Well, SMT at the upside, right, and then we've got this huge good 1 hour fair value gap. So I'd like to see a manipulation form inside of, and then price sets off to the downside. So this high here, should also have some internal lows like this one. Alright, I see something here. Yes, okay, we haven't run it yet. We're pretty close to it. Price runs it right there. Right inversion has been formed, but it's 932. That's why I hate this. Like, I hate setups that form this eye. And so we have an inversion here. And how huge is this? 21 handles. Can sell this. 500 over 42. It's like 11. Like directly set it to. Wait a minute. We're in the 1 hour, but not the 15 minute. Not the 15 minute. The 15 minute like didn't reach into this here. Break even once we tap this level. And as I expected, like these first hours are not the best. So in fact, I should have. I thought I didn't set this up. I still think it could drop, but these first few minutes do me no good. Let's see how this 1 hour closes outside, and we're done with it. Alright, looks like we were wrong. The SMT held and prices are going higher. Now we check the 15, waiting for a retracement, but the 1 minute has already put in one. But I want one where like price could provide an inversion. So just this one. Now the funny thing is that we have this huge SMT. Zoom in. We've got this thing here. This inversion created, and I think 5 is a fair value gap. 15 is also a fair value gap. 5 minutes a fair value gap. I think I'm gonna take this around 16, so that's 32. 500 over 32, that's 15. Break even here, target there, and I think I might have hitting the all-time highs. Right, to move to break even. This hasn't been taken out on both assets, and wait a minute, buy side has been hit. Oh yeah. Now the buy side has been hit, price that's buried around-ish. Good trade. Let's check the stats again. Just are looking real crazy because of the ups and down losses. Trade 4 days, end up making 2.27k. Go to the next New York AM. Whoa, look at this. How would you trade this? How many minutes do you have till 1 hour? 5 minutes. Let's see, so are we gonna trade this? So huge 4 hour move. 1 hour. Well. These are the levels. Buy side and sell side levels. We've already put in some sort of SMT. And this is the level that I'd like to see taken out, but ES doesn't have the same exact low, but it's already taken out even if it would be there. So this will be the targets, unless price shows me more reasons that it could drop, such as this group here. So there's no SMTs there. So let's see if we can get a liquidity run at those lows. That would be the only way for me to take shorts. Let's do this. SMT at the buy side. I'm not trusting this price movement at all. Alright, another run. So you see, this is like 5 or 3 to 2 minutes. Look at how they got the thing there. Candles are closing inside this gap, so this is improving my trade. Alright, now we form an inversion right here. There's the 5 minute looking like 1 hour. Right, we've run the low. I don't know why this thing is sus. If you take this trade, this will be like 35 handles to here. I'd like to see these highs or at least this here. It'll be like 1, 2 something. You can put here close to this low here, 30 handles, so that's 500 over 60. Give me 8 handles. From then it's empty, close. Alright, looks like it's moving good. If you ratio at any assets, move to break even. This is the target, by the way. Now if we go over 15, have we run this? Wait. Have we run this high here? No. Just gonna sit and wait and see. Oh, like we should have taken profit. Right, wait. The inversion here, if this inversion gets validated, the candle validates it, but when you see how these things are getting respected, you don't like to take the inversion. Now it's not an SMT, but when we check close on the 15 minute, we are inside this thing here, like we're not that far from it. Now that an inversion got put in right here, I'm going to close below it, so we should close our position at 368, like being a 1 to negative risk for position because of that situation. And I don't know if it's news or something that comes all of a sudden and hits break even. Funny enough, I think it's gonna continue higher, like a sweep shift retest. If I had managed to enter or to re-enter right here at this inversion right here, this will be another entry like this. Stop, take profit, take profit right there, giving me around the 1.5 hour trade. That would have been a better entry, even though it would also potentially could have hit break even. Why? Because I kind of sometimes move to break even real fast, but this month was really hectic. Let's just see how many trades you take today. How many? So deep in drawdown, blah blah blah. I could have made 675. Yeah, typical trades, a lot of trolls. Today, dip in drawdown, over trading, placed 2 trades, low efficiency. That's funny. Let's go to the next day though. So MQ is absolutely killing it. So I think I'm gonna be done for today's session. June was quite hectic, not as fast as the previous months have been, and the lowest month I think it's May. But May was the month where we made the least. Let me open the reports here, by the way. Just looking for 9.51. So we broke the maximum losses, consecutive losses to 4. Consecutive losing days, 5 losing days. Bro, this is insane. Insane. Lowest month was May, the month where like this is like a flat month. But yeah, the profits are looking good so far. So yeah, I'm gonna work on improving it slowly by slowly and see how it goes. And I think I'm just gonna end the session here. And dear future press here, when you come back to these videos, know that you've really tried to put in the work.